Hello, Dad. Welcome back to Dad's channel. Only got fishing to do.
Okay, now that we got Lake to finally go lay down and go to bed, welcome back to the channel, guys. Appreciate you clicking on. I got something short and sweet for you in this one. Just got two really cool fish catches that I just had happen on my boat the other day, and they both just happened to happen on the same day. Ended up running a double, which is something I don't typically do, but this just kind of worked out that way with two really good, I guess you can call them customers, but I look at them more as buddies, friends. Super cool dudes, and I'm super happy that that they got to catch these big fish. But both of these fish catches happened in like a really, really cool, really special, really crazy way. Each of them, kind of in their own way. So that's why I'm hopping on the microphone here just to kind of talk to you guys through exactly what happened and what made them so crazy. So fish catch number one happened in the morning, fishing with my good buddy Ben. Known him for years now. We fished a few tournaments together. And he texted me like literally it was like the day before. It said, "Man, off chance, do you have tomorrow morning open?" I had some stuff move around at work. He actually lives in Tennessee now. Used to live down here, so he travels back and forth for work. He said I could squeeze out for a few hours. I said I do. I actually have a trip in the afternoon, but if you could squeeze up, up to the north end, I can get you out in the morning. And he said, "Let's do it." So we ended up fishing, but we ended up jumping in the what they call the Old Man Thursday morning tournament. It fishes from like safe light to 11 o'clock, which was perfect for him because then he can get on the road. So we jumped in it. Ended up, obviously, we don't take it very serious. We had a real fun morning. Caught a few fish on a frog. I ended up catching one about 4 pounds on a rattle trap. And ended up heading back to the ramp and had like 10 minutes to kill. And so we just laid the boat down in the river and just kind of floated and threw a worm at the bank. But what was funny was Ben had no rods with him. He's a lefty. I'm predominantly a righty. So he said, "Just bring me a couple of rods." I said, "I'm just bringing you a frog rod and a flipping rod. That's all we're going to do today." He said, "No problem. Sounds good." And when we got to the spot, I had no intentions on stopping and throwing a worm anywhere. And I said, "I've got another worm rod in the boat, but it's a righty." And I think he literally looked at me and said, "We're probably not really going to catch anything, right?" I'm like, "No." I mean, we were just killing time because we had 10 minutes. He said, "I'll just reel a righty, but I'll hold the rod upside down and reel it in backwards. I'll wind backwards." He said, I'd be more, productive doing that than actually trying to reel with my right hand. And I was in the back of my mind, I was secretly thinking, I hope he gets a bite. And I just want to see him fight a fish reeling backwards. Sure as hell, 3 minutes in, we're ended up just talking, and you hear it in the video. He says, "We just need to drum up an 8-pounder real quick." And as he lifts the rod, he's like, "Watch out, got one." Sets the hook, and if you watch the video, you could see him winding the reel backwards with the rod upside down. I'm sure Alex and the Sanko Sticks team are watching this, cringing, watching their blank bend completely backwards, but you guys can just watch the footage and see exactly what happened after that. It's like, well, I think I kind of hung on something kind of shit, but I don't know if it's really wrong.
Just pull off an 8-pounder,
Yeah.
Oh, Cody, watch out.
No. Got him! Backwards reel, Ben! Is it a big one?
Yeah. Giant.
Oh my goodness! You get the get the fish.
It's probably a 9.
Dude,
I'm not kidding with you.
Reel the rod, man. Dude, I saw it. Oh my God.
What is that? We found
it. Oh,
backwards reeling.
bro, is that your PB?
It might be.
Dude,
Is that it?
hold that. I gotta just send that to Alex. Holy shit. Down.
Let's go.
Freaking cluster, but we got him. So that was crazy. I was dying laughing. It was funny. I'm glad that he was reeling the way he was, and it took my mind off of it because I knew it was a giant. But it was so comical watching him fight the fish like that it took the pressure off. We ended up getting the fish. It was 8-12, 8-11. It was 8 3/4. We ended up having like 19.5 pounds, which is a lot more than I thought we had. And we ended up winning the tournament. And big fish. So super fun. Got Ben on the road, and that was super cool. Really glad I had the GoPro rolling for that. So Ben got on the road. I ended up running some errands in the town of Okeechobee. Went and got some lunch. Hung out at Fast Break. Just really past time until my buddy Mike was showing up, and Mike's a great dude. He's a guy that I plugged in my channel for detailing my boat. Does a phenomenal job. He's actually done it once or twice more since I posted that. So if you guys want his information, let me know. I'll leave it below. And just the coolest, nicest guy ever, and just loves fishing and just really wants to catch, a really big Lake Okeechobee bass. And he kept texting me because he's over in the Stewart area. Are we going to be able to make it out with this weather? The weather was terrible once it hit about 1 o'clock. I was meeting him at 4. Just lightning storms, wind, rain. And it's Florida, right? So I said, man, it's one of those things. I don't want to tell him not to come because if I'm driving home and it clears up, I'm going to be pissed because I think they're really going to bite. But then if he shows up and we end up just sitting in the parking lot in our trucks till 6:30 and end up canceling it, that's going to suck too. But I said, just plan on coming. He ends up making it there. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't want to run out in the lake in this weather. I mean, it was nasty. Actually, well, and I'll get to that in a second. So we're literally just trolling, motoring around the basin at Scott Driver Boat Ramp. We're kind of fishing around the bridge, kind of taking shelter under the bridge, catching some small fish on a worm and things. And he said, man, if you think we're fine fishing right here. But I really wanted to get him out in the lake. He really likes throwing a swim jig. He likes throwing a frog. And I just kept watching that radar, watching behind us. And we were there floating around in the river for the first hour and a half until finally, like I said, dude, I think we can make a break for it. Now, keep in mind, we had to make a pretty good run for that late in the day. I said, man, we're going to have like 30 minutes to fish when we get there. By the time we have to leave, idle out, jump a bump plane, run back. As dumb as it is, you guys know me. I don't have a GPS. On top of that, you shouldn't be trying to find that channel at dark with no spotlight, low water. I want to play it safe. Plus, there's bad weather all around us. So we make a break for it. We lay the boat down. We troll into this area. And what's really crazy is I got to a particular spot, like a cut in the reeds, where when me and Ben laid down there in the morning, I had what looked like a true giant just get up under my frog. It kind of half rolled on it, showed herself. We saw it was a bass. We both that looked like a giant. And she just never committed. And I said to myself when I got there with Mike, I'm like, oh, that's where I had the big one roll. He makes like the perfect cast. In my head, I don't say anything. He actually picked up a swim jig. And you can actually, when he gets the bite, you can actually hear me in the video say, like, that's her. So this is pretty cool how this happened.
Thing on?
Yeah.
When we eat this is going to get the 8.
All right.
Afternoon. I've been down south, and I haven't been running the afternoon trip.
And I was like, that was a shot in the dark. I was like, I got an hour and a half. I was like, what's the chances?
And you were running all the way from Belgrade. Yeah. Dude, didn't that take you like an hour?
It took me like 35 minutes. Oh yeah, oh big one. Big.
Him, dude. Keep him coming, Mike. Just keep him coming, bud. That's him.
Gotcha.
You got him.
Big.
Keep him coming. Come to the left.
I got him. He's mine.
10 pounders, dude. That's your 8, bro.
Let's go! You got it! You, woo!
Bro.
Close.
Dude, she's
close.
Skinny, but that's a dog.
That's easy as 7. That's a 7.
Hold that to that camera, dude.
Yo!
Holy shit, dude. Look at the head on that fish, dude.
Woo!
I got you a scale. Hold on.
Nice one.
She's going to be like...
Close. Almost. Maybe. Take some pictures.
What do you got there, Mr. Mike?
Almost an 8.
Almost. Hold her up real quick.
Almost an
Giant.
8. Almost an 8.
Dodging some storms.
Almost
But we
an
got
8,
her.
man.
You can go ahead and let her go.
It was the meatballs.
Right by her feet. Let's go, dude.
Let's go.
That was sick. Holy. So obviously Mike was stoked. That fish was 7 3/4. He's really trying for that 8-pounder. Actually, it was more than that. It was ended up being closer, even more, almost closer to 8 pounds than that. It was like 780 or something, whatever it was. That fish was extremely obviously post spawn, real skinny and lanky, had a huge head. When that fish came out of the water, I thought for sure it was over 9. But that's just how they look this time of year. You know, those bluegill eaters, super strong fish. And I mean, you could hear me in the video, like I said, say that's her. I thought it was his 8-pounder, which it was as close as you can get. But I was like, that's the fish that rolled on me. Whether it is or not, I don't know. But it was just super cool. You could see Mike was losing his mind. And man, that was just the perfect day. I mean, that was the epitome of why I do what I do. You guys could probably tell, like, that's not fake. I get more excited when good people on my boat get rewarded like that. You know, Ben's a phenomenal fisherman. Ben does not need my help. Him, his family, they're all great. I fish with his kids. I mean, he's just an all-around great person, him, his dad. And he's a hammer. He catches a lot of big fish out here on Lake Okeechobee before he moved. But it's just super cool when I get to, you know, when me and him go fishing, it's just a good time. And it was just so funny, and it was awesome to get that on film. And then Mike, you know, I haven't known him as long, but he's just a super cool dude. And he works hard. You know, he's been really, he's very patient. He's just like, man, it is what it is. You know, whatever you think we need to do, Cap, you let me know. You're the boss. Like, just let me know what you think I should do. And it's funny, we were throwing the frog, but Mike had a really good trip with me last month with a swim jig. He's picked up a swim jig since, been doing really well with it, has a lot of confidence in it. He kept asking me about the swim jig. I said, man, I think this water's a little too clean, but if you have more confidence in the swim jig, throw it. And it paid off. Ended up catching a few more nice fish that afternoon. And Mike lost another really big one. So just wanted to share those with you. I love my job. I love just that portion of it. When it all works out, you know, we almost didn't make it to that spot with Mike. We almost weren't able to make it onto the lake. I really had no confidence fishing in the river, even though we did have a big one caught there, and there has been big fish being caught in there. You guys know me. I'm just not a river guy. I like being on the lake, and so did Mike. And it was like just an awesome afternoon. Ended up slicking off, had a nice ride back, made it in safe. So all's well that ends well. So just hope let me know what you guys think. Again, congrats to you two guys. That was awesome. Really glad I got to share that. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.